All right, guys. Anyone hear me? I hope the audio is good. And today's HDMI output has it's been a little distracting, so I'm gonna turn down the volume. So please help me confirm if everything's good audio-wise. It looks good at least. So I'm checking the comments. Nice music. So, please help me confirm if everything is good, and I'll start really soon. Audio is good, so I guess video must be good. It's a 4K. So once again, this is today's topic. We are talking about a new update that's been released to the YoloBox Extreme user. I'm gonna talk about what's being covered in this update. It's some really exciting new features, and some being requested for a long time, and for some they are even it's not from our customers, but it's technically possible, and I'm sure it's gonna be very useful for a lot of our users. So more confirmation from our users. So again, this is our weekly 4K live show with YoloBox and with YoloCams, and it's an industry basically only 4K weekly live show. If you check out other streaming tech channels, you don't see any other 4K live shows because we can. And they are technology-wise, their tech not yet there yet for the 4K. So I'm very happy. Actually, basically, they stream that the 4K, the YoloCams, make me feel I'm more excited about my weekly live shows. The quality makes me feel like I want to do this more. And it's every Thursday time. China time here, Beijing time here, so you can do the math. In Europe, I know it's a little bit challenging right now. It's at 2 or 3 a.m. probably. And in the East Coast of the United States, it should be 10 p.m. in the evening. And the West Coast should be like 3 hours later. Over message. Okay. And again, with love, one goal is to hear the feedbacks. It's a user-driven live show. So the most important thing, like I'm doing, is monitoring the comments from here. It's what you ask, what you share. It's the essence of the show, the main part of the show. So we'd love to hear your feature requests and bug reports, of course. And I also want to hear your YoloBox story, like which YoloBox that you own, which model. Some are the OG users, and some are our new users, like Extreme. They purchased the Ultra from last year. This is their first YoloBox, and they've purchased the Extreme as their first YoloBox. And I know some of you are being here for a long time. You probably have owned many different models of YoloBox. I appreciate that, and thank you for being here for all along. And also welcome the new users. Feel free to ask what you are interested and be part of the community. And let us know what feature requests, what you do for the in the space, in the live streaming space. And last but not least, for those who are watching from YouTube, which I see most of you are from YouTube, this is we are multi-streaming to Facebook and YouTube, as you can see from here. Okay, no, not here. You can from here. These are two platforms we are currently streaming. So if you are watching from YouTube, be sure to join our 12,000 user group, which is a super active user group. And if you are watching from Facebook, please be sure to subscribe our YouTube channel that you won't miss any tech tip videos and all the other stuff there. We are regularly updating. So without further ado, let's get into it. Mimo said he owns the Ultra and the Extreme, and I did a project. Transfer over the network will be incredible. Direct to device, for instance. Unfortunately, it's not over the network. What do you mean by over the network? But it's still like been going on from the device only. But it's like from the 3 places you have the we will get into there. We will get in there. Direct to device, for instance, instead of the cloud. Yes, it's the device. It's from the SD card to the USB drive, or from to the internal record. So why not we just get into the first part of the new features. So this is the YoloBox. This is a cropped view here, and let's get into the first new feature that's been released on the here. So on the tab, for those of you who are not familiar, these are the major functions here, the different tabs. This is network bonding, and which requires a subscription. You can do monthly and annually, and it bonds all your network, including Wi-Fi, Ethernet, and for building 4G SIM card, and there are 2 USB SIMs. And this is all the platforms that you can easily add. Click here and you add a new platform like these. And this is the overlay tab. And what I'm gonna go to is the record tab, as you can see from here. So I hope you see this very clearly. This is the new feature, which is called internal storage. As everyone knows, this is a Android device, and like your cell phone, it has some certain storage of internal storage, right? So in this device, it's actually total 256 gigabytes. So we use that 50 gigabytes for the application, for the software, which is more than enough for the YoloBox software. So we want to utilize the remaining or the rest of the storage. So finally, after months of engineering development, so this space can be utilized. So you can first record your files to the local internal storage. Even this local SD card, it's a built-in, but it's an external. Or the USB hard drive, it's something external. But the real internal is this. So you can select from here. These are the 3 options. Internal storage and the external SD card and the USB. Because we have seen this design is also to avoid some bugs or some issues that our customers are experiencing. For example, if you choose the SD card here, sometimes here it says the low speed, right? The low speed, let's see the explanation. The low speed SD card or USB storage may interrupt the video recording. It is recommended to use a V30 or upper or above. V30 is like a kind of like a different generation of types of SD cards. So it requires more advanced, fast SD card. So if you use a lower generation of SD card, it might cause trouble or issues. So we heard a lot of support tickets. Some of them we just asked about the SD card recording. Sometimes we just ask them to change a SD card or reformat it. So with the internal here, with the internal storage here, so we won't have anything like that. This is also to improve the user experience. Actually, I just think we can have some built-in for a beginner user, when he doesn't have any SD card here, he can have some templates from the from the internal storage. That would be a good idea. So he doesn't need anything external to start a good live stream. I will talk to our product manager actually. Maybe I should take notes actually. Just please give me 1 second. 1 second。来捧茶，那个内录的里面，本地存储里面，你可以加一些图片、视频什么的，这样子它就可以马上直播了。Apologize a little bit. I'm focusing on walk through this feature. So if you have any comments, we will get there. So we will read through that later. But give me some time. I just want to focus to talk about this. So basically, this is the idea. So you can do the ISO recording, which is faster, and then you hit record here, record button here. So it says currently it's SD card. If you change from here, internal, which is recommended, and record here, it says internal recording. Then you kick start, then you record locally, like to the internal storage. So when you have it in the YoloBox, what's the next step? How are you gonna get the storage to your computer or to your hard drive? That's my question. And that's why we designed the next feature, which is the YoloBox. See YoloBox as a hard drive, right? YoloBox is an Android device and there's a built-in memory. It's naturally, if you know technology, it can be seen as a hard drive. Since it can be seen, the USB-C port is a full-featured one. So it can be seen as a webcam, and it can also be seen as a hard drive. So basically, this is the Western data. Well, whether like there's a top brands of a hard drive, the Samsung T1 and stuff, the SSD solid state drive kind of thing. So how do we do it? So I have to use another YoloBox to show this feature because I cannot exit my live stream event. So I'll do a quick demo here. I don't know if you can see. Maybe I just move from. Okay. Okay. So this is another YoloBox, and I'm gonna demonstrate with this. Also, the camera setting with another YoloBox feature. And let's see. So now YoloBox is a hard drive, like I said. So how to initiate that feature? It's from here. And this is the setting here, the new setting, which a lot of our users love about the simplicity and the efficiency of this. And this is storage management. So you see the internal storage, the result, and the SD card result. And then you can also, by the way, you can also format it like to a different one. And here you can say use YoloBox as a hard drive. Enable the USB-C for file transfer. So what does this say here? Let me read it. Once enabled, connect the device to a computer via USB-C for file management operations. On Windows, turn on USB file transfer to access the extreme storage. By that, turn on the file transfer. That means enable this. On Mac, you need to install software first. There are different types of software. Basically, why the Mac computer needs software? Because this is an Android device. And we know Android cannot be directly recognized or connected to the Apple system. These are completely like a conflicting system. So you basically need a third party. I can also demonstrate. So I did this actually. Okay, let's turn on this. Since I have Mac computer here. So let's see how I can do it. I have to unplug. Another thing I forgot to mention is this a file transfer. For example, right now you have you have the internal storage, which is faster, which is bigger, so that's risk-free. Then you want to always store it in the internal storage, but you also have the SD card, right? And you want to like transfer to the SD card afterwards instead of direct to the SD card, because sometimes SD card is slow, it's not big enough. So you want to do the file transfer from the device. You can also do it. This is a third-party Google file, so it will enable this. Okay, this is the third party. So basically, this app, the Google File app, he recognized what's in this device. So you can see the internal storage and the SD card. Okay, so you see the storage from here. So from this device, you see the internal storage files, and you also see the SD card files. And you want to, for example, you want to transfer a record, then you can move. Basically, you can move to, this is from the SD card, then you can move to the internal storage. This is how you do it, basically. And you can also move from the internal SD card to this video recording. This is the recording. There's no recording yet. But you get the idea of how this could be done from the Google files. This is like internal. You have it already in the internal storage. Then you want to transfer it to the SD card, or you want to transfer to external hard drive. So use this feature. And for this, it's with the USB-C cable to connect a Mac computer. Windows computer. And be sure to check this out. These are two softwares that you can do. You have to download with the third-party software to recognize the YoloBox as a hard drive. So that's basically the recording internal storage feature and how you can use YoloBox as a USB-C, why this could be used. And I hope I made it clear. So let me get back to some of the American Dream Team. Thank you for joining again, and it's really great to see you again. And yeah, Mimo said, I record to SSD. It's most easy to transfer data from Extreme to PC. Yes, but sometimes the external hard drive, you just have to connect a USB cable. And it looks like complicated when the more cables you use. But you can do it to the internal storage. This is actually the fastest way. And you also have more than 200 gigabytes of storage. So I'm glad the SSD cards work for you, and still you can try this new method, which might significantly improve the workflow. And sometimes the SD card or the SSD or hard drive may go wrong, but the internal, which is always fast and reliable, because the USB-C transfer actually consumes the two things. The USB-C consumes the battery, and the USB-C consumes the CPU and the GPU. Eddie said, I will try the USB-C workflow. All the machines can access NOS. So it works. Yes, that's another application, and we should try this or do a tutorial as well, actually. How do I avoid not fast recording? The current detection logic for low speed causes it to directly test the write speed. If the speed is less, then the problem will appear. Yeah, as everyone sees that the low speed thing. So it doesn't show first, then it shows the low speed. So, but I guess this SD card is a V30D. or above. I've been having issues. Guess that's my issue. The V90 I assume that's above the V30 though. A lot of a conversation. Edward Walker from Facebook said, will it slow the device down when running on it, or it only allows certain amount of that to be used? I don't think it will allow slow down the device, because it's just storage. The main part that is about that it consumes is so storage is not the issue, but the encoding. For example, you are recording different HDMI inputs. That will consume a lot of encoding capacity. But once it's being encoded, wherever it goes, it's a ease, it's a relief. It's a very small part of the waste of the CPU. Yeah, for 4K recording, some people use the different kind of a SD card hard drive. SanDisk is probably a hard drive, I assume. Simon, what's up? It's been a while. Thank you for joining. And what YoloBox model are you on? I'm just curious. It's been a while that I haven't heard much about you. Thank you for watching and joining. Wellington Flight says, I use the stream for aviation, and switching ability is great. I also love the ability to do some slick replays. Interested if there will be a larger YoloDeck released. Wow. Yes, it's been requested a larger with more buttons of a YoloDeck, or maybe the YoloDeck XL. We've been, since the release, YoloDeck has been one of the most popular accessory for YoloBox. Basically, I would say about half of our YoloBox users would prefer to add a YoloDeck when they made a purchase. So the big feature is, even we have multiple pages on the YoloDeck that you can, software-wise, you can click that next page, then you see a lot of new buttons. But still, I know our users would prefer the buttons, more buttons direct, like a computer button. So I don't need to do the next page thing. So there's still internal discussion and debate, and it's a cost for us to have a new extra large YoloDeck. So, but that's a great suggestion. And I'm also curious where you would replace for aviation, for the airplane streaming. Why would you use that replay, slow motion? That's a great question. We should do an investigation with our users, and we should recommend some SD card, right? Maybe if you can make a post to the user group, so we can finally have some recommendations for the SD cards, I guess so. JRC said, watching from Bermuda. Wow. Thank you for joining. It's a place that I've always wanted to visit. And then Body says, I've recently purchased YoloBox Extreme. I've switched over from Sling Studio along with a couple of other switchers. I wish you guys had some more tutorial video for us, beginner streamers. So thank you for the switch. Thank you for the trust. And I guess you are like the Yolo Extreme is your first YoloBox. And we do have actually the tutorial videos we have been doing for over the past 4 or 5 years. And for the basic functions of YoloBox, it's all the same. Sometimes when the video is talking about the YoloBox or the Pro or the Mini or the Ultra, this technology or the tutorial, the tech tips still applies to the YoloBox stream. So actually you can find all the tutorials on our YouTube channel here, and basically we have there are different segments on our channel. So right now this is a live stream I'm doing, and this is a YoloBox stream. These are all the videos talk about a stream, and actually every video somehow talks about like the how to use certain features, and you can see some videos are pretty long. For example, this one is a 43. This one is a 43, and Photo Jesus like goes a lot of details on this, and I also see this great tutorial. See from here. So it's a complete tour, and there are a lot more here. And also, for example, YoloBox Ultra, the tutorial or the video on the Ultra by Tom Buck, it's not applies to the Ultra. It also applies to the Pro or to the Ultra or to the Stream that you are using. Most features are the same, I would say. So these are all the good tutorials that you can watch from. And also Aaron made a video which is 52 minutes long. Actually, I would say they are enough. And also these are 2 hours long of a walkthrough of features one by one. And also even the old YoloBox Pro videos, they are 30 minutes long, 40 minutes long. And you see they have been watched by so many, over 250,000 views, the single video. These are the popular tutorial videos on the internet that you can take advantage of. And these videos are made for beginner streamers like you. So I hope you can find this these resources are useful. And also we do have the tech tips, YoloBox tech tips, where we have Anthony help us to make all the tips, like top 12 tips for streaming success, top 10 features of YoloBox Pro everyone must know, how to turn your cell phones into wireless cameras, my SD card doesn't work, troubleshooting SIM cards, my HDMI doesn't work. Oh, what happened? So that's basically the resources that you can utilize, tech tips, and also the earlier tutorials, bring remote guests, how to add the lyrics. So some are very specific. One feature I suggest you to use is the search. And also we have the updates video, which means when we release a new update, we will have a new video to talk about what's new on that video. It's been doing for years. When, for example, I want to search a certain feature. For example, let's search NDI, how to use NDI. So this is NDI on YoloBox Pro v5.3.0, and what's next. And we can do an experiment, like what you would love to, what feature is there. For example, I want to know how to use the inviting guest, for example. So these are the tutorials that you can find how to bring remote guests into your streaming with YoloBox. So again, I think our contents have covered almost everything so far, unless some features, for example, like today, how to use YoloBox as a hard drive. It's really new, totally new. So nothing on YouTube has been shown. So that one we have to work. We will work on that. So, but thank you for pointing out for this ask. But if still some contents are maybe not clear enough, or we missing some points, so please let us know. And also said, Body said, I watch those, but they just going to talking about what they offer, not the setup or how to use. Yeah, some are how to set up like in a down under, like more specific ones. And I bet like when you do more search, you will find. I added project set. I would love. It would be nice to control video playback behavior on a per clip basis. Loop by the mute after one first play. Let me see. Per clip basis. Loop by the mute after first play. Play once and loop for instant. Let me try to understand again. Loop but mute. Loop but mute. So you want the playback is a loop, right? Sorry, I still do not honor your. I understand what it's saying, but still I cannot get it. What's the point of play once and a loop for instant? If you are there, please help me explain a little bit more. Not all of them. It's only for those said used later. And RP Digital said, "Hi, I have Pro and Extreme. I'm very much satisfied with the device. Thank you for sharing. It's good to know." Julio joins from Atlantic City. How are you, Julio? I hope you are less busy and I hope you are less busy and you're having a good time. Greenland, Nuck. Bajar. Greenland, Newfoundland. UK, right? Greenland, UK. I'm from Singapore, looking for update music audio monitoring from audio control tab. Music. Muted, like there's no sound afterwards. It first has sounds, then the sound disappear, if that's what you mean. Yeah, check out a little bit more, and if there are some contents we have not covered, please let us know. Whether send me an email or to leave a post on our user group. This is our user group, and also there are some tutorials over here. Oh, it's a little bit slow. Yeah, you can see these user guide. These are to also the contents. These are featured posts to get you started as well. We have the user guide. We have the some announcements. Why customers love YoloBox. Game time. So you see, you will see some like setup posts, and you see some news, official news. This is official about this live stream, and this is also about a beta test. See, so this is the beta test for the Pro. And that's everyone has been waiting for, I guess. I think we can leave on this page a little bit more. So for those who are Pro users who thought we have abandoned you, this is a time that you become our beta tester. So please leave a comment or let Josh know to help us beta test. The Pro has been released since first release on 2021. It's more than 4 years, and we are still updating. Actually, this is a very big update. We have added a lot of new features to the Pro. So if especially for those who own the YoloBox Pro and Extreme. You use the Pro as a backup device. You are more than welcome to join our beta program. Hi Indian, your bonding price too high compared to Speedify. Actually, we made a video about. Let's do this one. Actually, we made a video about a comparison. I could also share, because since bonding is such a big feature for our users, I cannot explain how technologically wise how these are designed, why the cost structure is different, but I can only share the user feedback, which I have. Give me 1 second. Let me find that video for you. So this video is we know a lot of users, especially from India. They love our that's from my one of live streams. So this is a comparison, as you can see, YoloLab versus LiveU versus Speedify. Why so many people love YoloLab's network bonding, even it's expensive. The reason it's expensive because we have a cost there. Oh, let me go to the. Let me share this video in my live stream, and I encourage everyone click and watch. Oh. So I wish that you can everyone can watch this video. Why? Basically, there are two things. YoloBox, the network bonding, like the performance is better. It's more reliable, and it's people love its simplicity. And you see many customer feedbacks from this video. We don't have time to go through that video, but I share the link here. So that also explains the cost structures are different as well. Where are we? Oh, Frank, I stream at a very windy airport. Let's go this one. Airport. Sometimes there's a crazy landings. If I hear the replay, I can replay it again later in the stream. Okay. This is actually an answer to my question. I asked why he would use the replay for the airport live streamings. So thank you for sharing. Will Access internal story be coming to the airport next month? Unfortunately, this is new on the stream, so it will be not added to the Pro yet. But the Pro has the same potential, and you probably know this is an update to the Pro, big update to the Pro, and there are many other nice features. And in some certain future update, we might add that. Pro is definitely capable to have that. It's not a CPU related issue, so it's possible. David said can be used yes. The quick answer is yes. You can stream 24/7, like all the time, non-stop, and it does not overheat. And actually, I don't know how you are live streaming. If you are streaming, sometimes the cameras may go wrong. And we have the YoloCam here. Actually, the YoloCams, these YoloCams are made. This is YoloCam number 2, YoloCam number 3, YoloCam number 3. This is YoloCam number 3. So 3 YoloCam, that's the YoloCam number 4. And YoloCam is also made for the non-stop live streaming, 24/7 running, and actually been tested that and proven in our domestic market for the TikTok streaming market. And I guess none of the cameras that made for both taking picture and shooting videos can do this. If I tend to use YoloBox for standard usage, I connect screen where I leave the device running, but to have the power bar so they text. Standard usage, I connect. Sorry, I cannot understand what this screen is where I leave the device running. Tap the power button so that. But basically, if your question is if YoloBox can run 24/7, yes, it can. Yeah, Mike loved the video quality of the 4K. Everyone, if you are watching a you are watching a 4K live stream. It's a multiple cameras. The second camera here, and autofocus. Oh, there's a computer inside. It's a blocking the view. Oh. Right now all the cameras are like face or autofocus, face prioritizations. So yeah, but you can see the face is still, even I do it like this. Okay, now it's here, face, and this. I don't know. Ooh, it's not a face, so but still the quality. Let's focus on but autofocus is still important. Oh, it's still face. I think by default it's the autofocus on the face right now, since it's made for creators. But sometimes I don't feel comfortable anymore. But let's see from here with this. See how fast? See? So without a person or a face in it, you see how fast this is. It's almost instantaneously. But still, I think our support is top notch. And if you compare us to Sony, to Blackmagic, you know how fast our support is. Especially if you break something in the warranty and how fast the replacement is. Even we don't have a repair center. We have a center. It's also a support center, but we do not repair directly. Sometimes we just exchange the replacement super fast. It does not store all the replace. Internal memory. I guess I've explained this already. It's faster. It's more reliable. And sometimes your SD card may not be the right SD card, so it might have troubles to be recognized to do recording and stuff. What time is it? Mike, just in case, if you have a broken YoloBox in the warranty, you don't ship the items to China. You ship to the United States. We have a center. It's not a support center or repair center. It's not a repair center. It's more like a support center, but it does more than that. So that's what happens, and it's super fast. That's right. I think the technology, this is I'm also very surprised to see how the camera technology. But I can answer you from an angle is basically in the film world, I feel the technology like here going on here, it's very very fast. You see like the transmitter area, you see the lighting area, it's all Chinese brand, and you see the camera monitor world. It used to be Atomos, but right now Atomos is getting OEM from a Chinese manufacturer. So the microphone area used to be the Rode, but now Rode is a step by step, like a stepping out somehow, not a dominant. But in camera world, right now it's still the strongest player is still Canon, Sony, Nikon. But still, year by year, their annual sales volume is decreasing all the way. But those emerging brands, like with a different approach of helping customers to create a content, like our cameras, which is made for this use case, the plug and play. You want to use a stationary setup. You don't need a display, and you just want it mounted there, and you want it to work as long as possible. But if you use a Sony camera, the not bad Sony camera, mostly like the entry level Sony camera, it only work 1 hour to work, 1 hour, 2 hour to work, but 3 hours it overheat. We used to film our videos with Sony, with Nikon, but it doesn't work for long hours. If you shoot 2 hours, it just it doesn't work. It breaks. That's an issue. So I feel this is the some Chinese brand you see like us, like Spot, and especially I want to show our new camera. This is and also the YoloCam S7 is a real camera. It's not a webcam. It's not a PTZ camera. It has an interchangeable lens, and it has the autofocus. It doesn't have the zooms though. So if this is what you're asking, I just shared a little bit industry-wise. Canadians doing the same thing, I guess. You can ship to the United States, but right now it's more difficult. But most like American, when you talk about the North American market, I thought you talk about Americans. Like their support experience is like a top-notch, unprecedented, I would say. If you think about it, if you deal this with a Blackmagic switcher, like I don't think they can match or they can compare. So for people who are not familiar or would thought things like naturally, like for granted, it's not like that. We don't have a support repair center in the United States, but our support policy or this replacement policy is top notch. And if you buying a product for 6 months, as long as it's within 1 year, for example, the microphone port doesn't work, and you cannot return to Amazon, you cannot return to B&H. What does it happen? You just write us, email to us, make a video about the issue. Then, of course, you pay your shipping to our American warehouse. Then you get a new replacement in 2 or 3 days after confirmation, or like the 95% new device, like a new, it's a replacement. That's the experience, the after sales experience that you are gonna get. Mimo said, okay, so after you create an event, adding camera source, save as a yes. You in the Pro or which one? On the Extreme, I guess it's almost there. And also, we have next version is saving all the settings. It's so close. It's been beta tested on the Extreme. Is it possible that 4K Pro will be record 8 result in 4K. Yeah, in a future version for sure. But right now, like you can record up to 5 4K 30 sources ISO recording. So Carlos, since you asked this question, I guess you are very already familiar with the extreme, the capabilities, the max capabilities. So if you can also explain to me your use case for 8 cameras at 4K, because we thought like 4 cameras, like a traditional video switcher, like 4 inputs at 4K should be sufficient for like most of our users. We know like for some users, like they are even 8 cameras at 8K is not enough. They want 10, 12, 16. So if you are here, if you're listening, let me know what kind of scenarios that you would record 8 cameras at 4K. And updates coming to the scoreboard. Would love to be able to upload my own blank plan templates and overlay with a controllable number. I don't know if you know that we have overlay lab that you can create your own. So these are the products. This is our overlay lab. You see, this is like a Photoshop, but this is the tool that you create your own. You create your own overlay, then you can load. But it's not a definite building. It generates a web URL overlay. So I don't know if I still have the access to the. Oh. Overlay lab. This is overlay library. So these are the templates from other people. My overlay. So this is my composition. So this is you create new my new overlay. Okay, let's choose this. Cover. Okay, no cover. So this is where you do the Photoshop. Basically the online Photoshop. You design your own overlay. So then it generates a URL, it generates URL. Then you can add web URL overlay from here. Web URL overlay. Then you add from here, and also there's a YOLO. You can, you create it, it will show up here. So that's how the workflow works here. And we are thinking to add more built-in overlays for sure. Built-in templates. TV tuner. An internal TV tuner participant. David, I didn't get it. Participant, Apple Big Gray Edition. Are you answering someone else or are you speaking to me? So Pongchen said, safe setting has been developed and currently beta testing. Yes? Extreme on Extreme. Yep. There are some small chat groups, I feel like. Once a stream is done, it just closes the event and kicks the guest out. Is it possible to prevent that? Um, okay, maybe. Yeah, if you are not like recording those 8 inputs, it's no problem. It's a totally workable. Right now, as you can see, right now we are connecting 5, right? 5 inputs, and I'm still outputs this thing. So we just add 3 more inputs, and this is it. But for those, I know there are people want to record everything, so record all the inputs. That could it's a maxed out our encoding capabilities. Unity View, thank you for the comment, and thank you for the customer story that you shared with Zoe, and we appreciate that, and we hope to meet you next year at NAB in Las Vegas, and we will ever get YoloBox with SDI inputs. I hope there's an internal debate. What's the next YoloBox to create? And I'm the one that's for the SDI, and the SDI HDMI a mixed 8 input device. And I hope the answer is yes in next year or another year. 4 cameras, total 4K ISO recorder would be nice. 4 camera, total 4K ISO recorder. Okay, yeah. 4K cameras, total 4K ISO record would be nice. YoloBox tell you what inputs coming. Yes, it's something we will add. Like you will show the input you are getting, what resolution and also what frame rate. So that's a great feature request. Because we used to focus on the simplicity, the plug and play. So people, we don't want to show too many information to our users. All they want to do is just plug and play live streaming at a 1080p. But now, since it evolves over time and people all have this various feature requests, and this is definitely one of them, and it's not easy for us to add. So thank you for mentioning again. We will show the resolution of that individual, probably show it here. So the HDMI 1, what resolution and what frame rate, 2, what resolution and frame rate. The score seems to be permanently stacked unless there's some way to separate them. We probably not go there to check the scoreboards, but if you would like to, please join our user group and make a post about these and to see how we can improve the separate the scores, the numbers, right? David said if you could do more demonstration with regards using two YoloBox device incorporating live stream feed on the network would be helpful. Yeah, I would love to. Basically, the 2 YoloBox is a RTMP feed from one YoloBox to another one, and that's also like for remote work. But what do you want me to achieve? Like in different location to YoloBox, or what's your scenario for me to want me to demonstrate this? Because I'm streaming at 4K, so if I plug more, I don't want to cause trouble. Right now, the CPU usage is 50%. If I see, because I'm streaming at again 4K, so if I'm streaming 1080p, I can easily add 3 more. But if I had 3 more, when I'm streaming at 4K, the CPU might be higher. I don't want to like risk this. So I just, right now the CPU 50 is very healthy or safe CPU, as everyone can see. So 4 cameras at 4K, 5 cameras at 4K, HDMI out, and 4K streaming. The CPU is 50, which is safe. That I don't have a pressure at all. Carlos said, okay, why 8K? Add 8 cameras at 4K separate recording. I recall musical events where it requires the use of 8 cameras, 6 of them wired, 2 wireless, where we use 810 extreme. But the 810 Mini Pro ISO, it's not 4K at all. It's a 1080p. If you want to 1080, it's we can do it in this device as well. 8 cameras, no problem. Which has 8 video inputs via IC. Yeah, we know the music producers all have the big recording feature of multiple cameras to separate recording. Yeah, the backup. But still, like a 810 Extreme ISO, it's a 1080p, and we have 4 cameras at 4K already. And we wish, of course, everyone want the 8 cameras at 4K, and we will see what, like the CPU wise, it's the chip. It also depends on the chip how this is evolving in future. So thank you for sharing your story and your challenge with the YoloBox 810 Mini Extreme ISO, and I see a lot of people transfer or switch from them to us just for the 4K features. And actually you can check on our channel about all the content, the 4K capabilities, and we are asking some YouTubers help us create a 4K videos as well. So let's see. American Dream Team, thank you for joining. I know it's getting late on your end. Thank you so much. Yes, 4 times everything. Remember that, people. Okay, let's actually. I saw some people are probably need to go to bed already, and we have covered some of the new features on this new update, and we have go through with some of our users about your questions. Now, again, back to the topic, the topic, which is this update and what else it's being improved. Let's go to the 1 second. Let's go to the change log and see. Another nice feature I can quickly show is it becomes easier if you want to. I don't know how people feel about this. It used to be lower thirds you have to select, image overlay you have to like enter, go back, enter, go back. Now it becomes much more easier to switch and to find what you want. That's an video overlay. You can quickly see how everything is organized here, right? Lower thirds, these are the templates. And so all the efficiency, it's all about the product experience. So image overlay, this is the SD card, this is the internal storage, this is the USB. I think it automatically recognizes which has the pictures. So these are the files. This is like directly recognized. These are the file names. So sometimes when you organize by files, you can quickly see from here. Oh, there's even the ranking. Oh my God, that's a little bit too much, but that's great, right? I can go to for example, oh, too fast. What files? Okay, blur background. So that's how you get there faster. And this is one thing I really love about it's not a feature. It's just UI optimization, but it helps our users a lot. So let me get into the what has been okay, the replay we haven't talked about. Oh, one another thing is I have to which one should we talk? Okay, let's talk about this, the YoloCam. Actually, I wish it can do. So what I'm gonna talk about is the camera setting. Actually, here, camera setting from here. I haven't talked about the multi-cam replay improvement because I think that's gonna be a huge one. And so let's do the camera setting. I don't know if I can use this one. Maybe from I'm supposed to do it the camera setting from this new YoloBox, but I'm trying to do it from here, and I'm not sure if it still works. Okay, great. See, I got a new source here. This is the USB source. So this is the new source here. So let me see. Maybe you can see from here. There's a camera setting. Okay. So I hope people are still seeing this. So let's sharpness. Okay. Oh, I can see it. The sharpness is changing. Oh, this is the contrast. Oh, contrast less. Saturation. So these are the camera settings. You can basically control a lot of things. That makes me look at how should I say? Let's see. Channel. This is the autofocus of this camera. Basically, we are controlling this cameras, and we should actually change to this angle as well. Let me see what you are seeing right now. I cannot exit since. Okay. Remove the spottle. And this is anti-flag. Okay, probably should not do it. This is the standard, like the camera control, the aperture, the exposure type auto. Oh, too much. I thought it was always auto, but it seems it's not. Oh, I guess I messed this source up, but anyway, I just give people some ideas. Is there a way I go to, okay, by default, exposure, that's by default, right? White balance, shift. I'm not an expert on the camera settings. I just show you what's on here. It's like I'm editing a picture with the Instagram. Audio volume. Okay, that's audio. Default configuration. Yes, default. Let's go back to the default. But I thought the default is not like this. See, this is the focus enhancement. Focus band, middle, small. Yeah, it should be like this. In this way, I can. Not fast enough though. Let's go back. Focus speed. The face focus is okay. Now the face focus. The face focus. It's responsive, I would say, right? These are three different type of fast. See how fast? Okay. Okay, that's a quick look that you are seeing real time, right? Let us know. And also we have this zoom here. It works only on our PTZ camera, so probably not here. Oh, I didn't know actually. I didn't know it also works here. Oh, it's so good. Because on the YoloBox, the YoloCam P7, our PTZ camera, it has up to 9.6 though times of a hybrid zoom. So I'm glad they already have it implemented here already. Even for the YoloCam S7, that's not supposed to do the zoom in and zoom out. So, oh, I'm excited to see this. That's pretty much. Also, there's a feature. Oh, these are different set. Okay, this is take a look. I like that as well. I remember they have the DaVinci Resolve kind of a color grading, but I cannot find it yet.达芬奇调色在哪调？调色是没上。Probably not on here yet, since it's a complicated. Yeah, so Pengchen said, a product manager said can realize the zoom effect based on the camera cropping. Yeah, it's a cropping, but it's from 4K, so you still get a good 1080p. And I think this, I don't mind the quality downgrade. What I want is like a different angle, different depth of the views. Launch time. Paul said, launch time in Australia. Keep going. Have a good meal. Have a good lunch. Thank you for hanging out. Mimo said, a nice new option. So thank you, Mimo, for being with me still. And I look forward to seeing you in Amsterdam soon. Carlos said, you have an excellent device and it is very capable of delivering high quality results. Thank you for your answers and making it easier for us to do streaming with YoloBox. So thank you. And I still don't know if you own the YoloBox or not. And let us know if you have any questions about a probable switch from the 810 mini Extreme ISO. So that's the YoloCam or the camera setting on the YoloBox directly. But please be noted, you have to connect the USB port to do the data transfer. So it does not work on the HDMI. It needs to be the USB. and it's this camera right now. And I guess I messed up on the color and adjust, but just give you the idea. Now it's a the autofocus becomes faster. It's not a face autofocus anymore. So that's the USB camera on the camera control. So hope people get idea. And what's have not been covered? Oh, that's my computer display. Okay, another big feature is 4K webcam out mode. It's not made for everybody, but it's made for some eCam Live creators. For example, we have been approached by a lot of eCam Live creators. They come to us. They told me I'm a eCam user. I don't want to change my original eCam Live workflow, but I do want to use your YoloBox switcher to transmit a 4K signal because his original A10 mini workflow does not allow 4K. However, the eCam supports 4K streaming. So they request us to make it happen on YoloBox. So we first added on the HDMI output at 4K. Originally, it's not a 4K output, so HDMI output. But HDMI output, you still need Elgato capture card, 200, 300 4K capture card, then to the Mac computer. So they further requested that why don't you have the USB webcam out? Why it has to be 1080p? Why not it's a 4K? So it's the update, the release of the 4K webcam output. So I don't have an eCam Live installed on my computer, but I do video yesterday. We tested on our Pongchen's computer. So this is the video. I'll also share this to the group. So this, as you can read, 4K multi-cam live stream to eCam Live with USB webcam out mode on YoloBox stream. It's a totally working and it's a 4K quality. I will also share this to our link. So this is a USB webcam out. So if you are doing a Zoom meeting in future, try the 4K. Even the Zoom may accept only maybe 1080p. It's still like the downgrade make it a better video quality in your Zoom. So, I'm glad you are using eCam Live, and this is a good news. So thank you. I hope this is helpful. eCam Live, basically USB out at 4K. Basically, you can level up your Zoom meetings, level up your Skype meetings, and for your eCam Live, whatever your computer supports a 4K streaming, then this is no capture card required, just a single USB cable to your computer. So what's next? What has not been covered yet? Maybe I should also talk about what's being fixed. If you don't mind, I'm actually want us use a minute to go to the bathroom real quick. Please allow me. Sorry, I just had a quick break and I'm back now. So thank you for waiting, and for those of you who are still here in my live stream, and I'm gonna further talk about what's new on the YoloBox stream, new update, and we have covered a few, including blah 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 blah. Okay, we'll talk about it. We including the use YoloBox as a hard drive. We talked about that, and how to record your video sources to the internal storage. And we have talked about the new UI design. We have talked about the camera setting directly to control YoloCam from the YoloBox. And we have also talked what we have not talked about yet. We also have talked about the USB webcam out. And I hope during my break, people have read through what the bugs have been fixed. And it's not all of you are experiencing those bugs, but since we have such a large base of users, so there are some people experiencing the tiny little issues. So we have fixed of them for you, and for everyone. So we are still keep fixing the small glitches, since we have large base of hundreds of thousands of YoloBox users worldwide, and they are using it daily for their workflows. So this is something we are continuously doing, the performance improvement and the bug fixes. So this is what I just talked about. And even the frame stability on a USB webcam out is also a big plus for some of our users that are using this to like dedicatedly. So and even they add a safety, what they call a safety zone. It's here. So people can get a concept of how they are filming. It's like help them frame in a safe zone in the live stream. So this is a small add-on as well. Let's read the titles. The title save area is basically this explanation of how this is designed, and what else? Maybe we'll go to here. So let's get into it. The big feature replay. That I'm personally not an expert yet. And since we are doing 4K, I feel like I cannot demonstrate. I'm streaming at 4K. And also it's not 4K 30. So I'll quickly introduce the features, the new add features. So basically you see the S and the mark in and mark out function. So traditionally when you click the replay button, right? Sorry, let me introduce again. Or maybe I can create a new picture with this smaller. People see how quickly I just created a new for people have the best idea of let me remove Mike's comment. So let's go here. So what's new here in the multi-cam replay? Basically, it's in the settings. So replay list, you have the tags, right? The tags here. Let's get in there later. So the tags here, settings here. You can select source. I won't trigger the multi-cam replay, but I would do, for example, I use 3 camera, different angles. 5, 6, 7 here, 5, 6, 7 here. And replay video duration is normally 10 seconds. That means what happened in the past, the 10 seconds speed, for example, I want to do only 5 seconds, for example. And the speed, where's the speed? Or the speed is outside. So that's the speed. I want to do the like the slow motion, as slow as possible. This is the slow motion. The 25%, 33. It's like 1 in 3, and 1 in 2, 3 in 4, 1 versus 1. So I want to be as slow as possible. And so sometimes people want to do the show. Okay, show this button. The showing. What does these two buttons means? Show like, okay, this is marking and out. When I click in, that means when someone catch the ball, I know this guy will do something that people want to see in slow motion. I did a mark in, mark out. So that selected clip will be used as a multi-cam replay. So for people who are familiar with the vMix, probably that you know what I'm talking about. And then you can also create, I don't know how, I'm worried that this will trigger the fail of the crash since I'm streaming at 4K. Maybe I can just use one source. Camera 5. So I'm gonna, so it's the past, okay. Let me do a little bit. I'm gonna pretend I'm shooting a ball, then I'm gonna do a slow motion for one source. Let's see if this is possible. And also okay, that's a replay encoding, so I can do 2 actually. That's good. 60 for frame rate. Normally I choose 60 for this. And how do I go back? Okay, it's here. And another thing we have added this logo here. This is the replay, and there are different templates here. So I hope you have at least one that you like. This is more cute and cartoon. This is the more traditional one. And these are the stingers. We do have some templates here. These are the templates that I can use directly and looks cool. Also these. Instant replay. I just use the default one. Maybe we can use this one too. I cannot select. Oh, maybe just use this one. Okay. We'll use this one. Enable chroma key. Okay. You can also load from your own SD card. And this is Ultra. Basically, it's the same. What does the noun mean? Okay, oh, that means no. Oh my God, the design is a little bit surprising. Sometimes when I see a design like this, I feel I'm surprised. This means none, like no intro, no stinger. So this is what we have at. May show stinger. So enable this is here. I think this none is not that necessary. Since I cannot enable this, then why do I add a none here? What's it like to, okay, let's add my own. How can I add multiple stingers? There's no way to add multiple stingers, right? If I want to add, that could be improved as well. But normally for a game, they use the same stinger all the time, maybe. The Ultra. Oh, that's the Ultra. Ultra, or what should I say? Show logo, preference. Always use later. Let's try to use later. So this is the dangerous part. Because sometimes the user error may crash this whole thing. Let me try. Replay. Click. Oh, no. So I should do this actually. I should pretend I'm shooting a ball. Let's do it. Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'll pretend I'm shooting a ball, okay? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay, then I do another replay. Okay, supposedly there are some videos already here. Okay, there is some videos here. Oh my god, the CPU 95. Oh my god, 95%. There's a CPU warning. So I will hope we are back. Hope we are back now. Hope everything is normal, and let me know in the comment. For people who are still watching, yeah, maybe in the beta version, but this is not a beta version. Actually, this is a bit CPU overload. We have a little bit CPU overload just happened, so we have some drop frames. But the good thing is we have connected. Where is it? We have collected some different videos. Let's play a little bit. Play selected. Maybe that's too short. That's an outro. That's an outro stinger. Then play this one. At least it's a slow motioning. And let me check. Ponten, if you want to look, this is 1080p 60. I'm streaming with the 5 cameras at 4K. And all of a sudden the CPU says it's 95%. And probably I cannot. So basically, I guess it means I cannot. Okay. Basically, I guess that means I cannot do more than. The CPU is a bit overloaded. So, it's all of a sudden it's using more and more CPU. It was 50% all the time. Right now it's 60%. And I guess that's a good test. I guess if I use less cameras set up as 1080p 60, that should work, because I'm setting up. I also set the precaution about 5 cameras at 4K, so I cannot do more than like multiple camera replay. But people get an idea what's going on here, what the features are here. And we have a lot of tests. We have happy customers, so it should work, and it will work. So I guess I just demonstrate. Oh, Ponten explained. But still, I think it's the CPU related, the 5 camera and 4K related. Sometimes it could be the right speed. That's another reason why you should record to the internal storage rather an SD card, especially the slow SD card. Boss said perfect. Oh, I hope you had a good lunch, right? Lunch time in Australia. Also lunch time in China. Our noon break is in 15 minutes. You good? Okay. I don't know what crash bug you are talking about, so if you can join our Facebook, let us know what bug using a customized logo. Okay, that's pretty much today's video, today's live show. I hope you like it. I like it when I look in the 4K version of myself. I feel energized. I feel happy. I feel like we are leading the revolution of this 4K revolution. And I'm also disappointed to see so many people are reluctant to the change. Like, they can broadcast at the 4K, why not? Everybody's saying the same thing. 4K is good, and 90% watching at the 1080p. But it needs the people like you who are watching to lead the generation, the 4K. once you, like me, go enjoy the 4K production multicam, you don't go back. And I cannot go watch any video, any live streams that are not 4K. So thank you for joining, and let's see you in the next one. And actually, next Monday we'll have a video with Aaron Parak. So please stay tuned. Stay tuned here. I don't know if it's already here. It's not here yet, but next Monday, probably on your Monday evening or on our Tuesday morning, we will have this interview with Aaron. So see you in the next one. Bye bye.